Hello, hello. Let's see.
Hey.
Invite to video. Hi.
Hi.
How are you? There's
How
the
are
big
you?
yay.
Yay! I'm so happy to
Well,
be
I'm
here.
excited that we're here today. I just welcome to the show. This is Psychic Chat with Jenny and Amy, and we're also simulcasting onto YouTube, and this will also be soon enough airing on a podcast. it's a it's a work in progress to try to get this open, but anyway, um so hey Amy, how you doing?
I'm good, girl. I'm feeling sunny and beachy and happy.
Oh my gosh, I see the hat and I'm like, I wish it was like that here. It's not. It is 65 degrees here, but
It's
like,
not warm here by
um
any means. I'm just feeling that way.
okay. I'm like, oh,
I'm just feeling happy and sunny.
well
This
then
is,
I always have beach vibes even on a winter day, so I get it.
yeah. I think it's the new earth energy for sure. I'm trying to really vibe with it and bring it to life.
I love that. So I'm so sorry that I missed you had your angel tier meeting the other day, and
Oh,
it was Valentine's Day, and I didn't finish dinner. We were having dinner, and it was like, that's the one day you can't go, oh, I gotta go.
Oh, totally. I wasn't expecting it, but honestly, that was totally prepared and designed by Spirit because my spirit guides had shown me this year going on my channel specifically with those two people. And the fact that it happened so serendipitously at that exact time, it was like completely choreographed. So,
Well, there you go. Yes, I
yeah.
love it. And it was such a good conversation. So,
Yeah.
guys on YouTube, go over to Truth Warrior and check out Amy's channel and all these conversations. But that was just like such good talk. And then I was in the comments doing all this replying, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm replying too much. Like I'm
No,
there.
because I feel like it's like you're, it's like as if you're a part of it in spirit, like you're a part of the
Yeah,
combo still.
yeah. No, it was just really funny because it was like even 20 minutes after, I was like, I'm not going and like video bombing someone's conversation here. So anyway, well,
Oh, go.
I don't have an
That's,
agenda for today. I just was like wanted to have you come on again because I love talking to you, and I do
stuff
think that
always
you're
comes
very
up.
helpful.
So I'm
Yeah.
honestly, I'm anti-agenda, Jenny. I think it's just we should be embracing just the natural flow of conversation and what we're feeling intuitively, like now.
Yes. Well, that's why I just posted in the fortune cookie, guys. It says ask away. Like you guys can ask questions. Amy is a bona fide psychic. Um, I have my talents, but like Amy, Amy's like talks to spirit guides and can see them and talk to them, and they can talk to your spirit guides. And so we can both read cards. We're here for you. This is fun. I didn't know if there was a topic that so you're saying no agenda. So I love a no agenda. We
I'll
have in
I'll
the
pull a
house
card.
Sebastian's here. Hey, Sebastian and Kathy.
Hi
Hey,
guys.
Julie. Hey, guys. Welcome to the show. Oh, we
I
have a question or we have somebody asking. Oh, we got a thumbs up. Hey, Kathy. So if you have a question or you want to know something, just ask, or if you like to come up and talk with us, we can put you up on stage with us. It's like
I do have a
fireside
message. I have a message coming through, Jenny.
cool.
Okay, so for the collective right now, I have Unbound coming through, and it's all about releasing soul patterns and contracts from our past lives right now. So we're doing like a major cleanup job of all of our past soul contracts. And I have been feeling this very strong, very, very strong. Even though we've done so much clearing and releasing, it's like even more stuff has to be cleared, is what I keep getting. It's more, 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 more. Every single thing that we have done on the earth plane has to be cleared.
Oh my gosh. So I just pulled three cards. So it's the Hangman, transition and surrender, right? Moving on. Eight of Cups, moving on, move that energy of moving on. and wish fulfillment. So your wishes are not in the old energy, guys.
No, we're in New Earth now. We're in New Earth, and we're growing New Earth right now, because when I check in with it, it's still not fully developed. I mean, it's just like it feels like a dome right now. It's not full Earth.
Absolutely. I absolutely understand that. And it was really the conversation on your channel that helped kind of bring even more of that to light. So I'm not sure exactly what was said that did it for me, but I was like, yes, we are now absolutely creating, all the old systems are falling away. Not that they're going to go away. They need to be reconfigured and some of them will go away completely, but some of them are going to be like, oh, we obviously need some system for this. It needs to not be that. It needs to be some reinvented.
Yeah, and the people who are in charge, I'm also getting the leaders of the world, or the people we used to we would look to as leaders. We don't see them as leaders anymore. We see them as equals. So that's a shift for the collective as well.
That's a beautiful shift. Now, Kathy has a question, and I'm looking for it again because she just asked the question. Kathy, can we put you up on stage so you could ask? It had to do with the spirit. I don't know why I don't see it. I'm so sorry. Oh, wait, there's 2 requests. Okay. Kathy says, I've had a male spirit in my home lately. Any feel to who it is, I'm unsure. Thanks. Who's this male spirit in her house?
I'm like, that's my life every day. They're all around us. Just get used to it right now. They are not wanting to go to the light. They're clinging. They are lost souls, and they're hanging, and they're real tough. They're maleficent is what I'm hearing. So it's like they're just not good spirits, you know? They're saying to tell it, go bye-bye. Just say bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
I just see like this is like 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords, and 6 of Pentacles. Like they're looking for charity. You don't have to give it to them.
Nope. We have to learn our boundaries, with them.
That's and about just saying, boundaries.
We have to reassert ourselves, because they are amongst us now. They think that they can just come into our space whenever they want. The veil is pretty much gone now, because we're in their dimension, and either clinging to us for energy, they're using us, they're freaking, they don't want to change, and you have to have boundaries with them right now.
You know what? This is a great topic to kind of touch on. And thank you, Kathy, for that question. I mean, I'm sorry that's happened, but yeah, just have a boundary, tell them to go away. And they have to go, from what I understand, right?
They do, but there'll be more. I mean, the thing is, the minute you say goodbye to one, another one is right behind it.
Okay. So this is the other thing, right? Like this 4D energy. Because I remember telling you, Amy, I was like, okay, I'm getting like, don't go into the astral realm. And I was like, I don't know if that's really the answer, but that's me. I'm like, stay out of the astral realm. But I think that there's this, I don't know what it is, bleeding of the boundary there.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is, Jenny. Because I was like, there's no really avoiding it. And I was confused because I've been working on this. In fact, every night, because Jenny said, you don't have to go to the astral. So I tried to skip. And specifically last night, forgetting I was even meeting with you, I said, I'm going straight to the angel portals right now. I'm going to the angelic portals. Take me to the angelic realm so I could sleep in the angelic realm. Well, it was a lot because I couldn't get through the portal because of all this crap that was on me from the 4D. Because we have other energies now attaching to us and things like that. Right. It's blocking us from the angelic realms.
So I'm going to invite you to go to Amphibian.
I want to get there. I'm like, get me to Amphibian, man. I want to go to Jenny's planet.
I'm inviting you to go to a different place where it's out of the solar system, and it's like in my mind's eye, you just whoosh straight up.
I'm getting that.
Past a lot of stuff.
So I'm not going to go to the angelic realm now. I'm just going to ask for Amphibian now.
just see what happens, because I feel like they'd be very welcoming. Everything's purple
I
and
just
green.
did, and all this stuff started lifting off of me, and the disco balls start going, and I just know that that's,
It's just it's past quasars and other amazing things happening, and it's like way over there or somewhere else, and it's amazing. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know the answer to the icky energy, but I do know that there is an aspect of it that is choice. And I'm not saying you're choosing now consciously to have this experience, but I do think for you being Truth Warrior, there was some contract that you made to kind of go into this kind of an experience to test your mettle, like to be loving and good and to have it work out. It's going to work out. It's not going to not work out.
Well, what they're saying is that it's a cleanup mode. We're in cleanup mode. And as part of my divine contracts, I came down to clear the planet. And part of clearing the planet is going to be clearing I'm the Ammon energy cleaner. So that's my contract, is to deal with all of these ninny mungans in the other.
And so you can help people like Kathy and like other people who are experiencing this, because you're doing it for yourself and you can experience. Let me see. We've got more people. Hey, Charlotte. Hey, cool. I'm sorry. CJ, okay. Kathy, Pat. Hey, Pat. So, yeah. I mean, if you guys want to ask a question, you just go. I said, please ask away. You can just type in a comment, ask a question. Looks like Kathy's. We've gotten some nice, also thumbs up and stuff. If you guys, Kathy had said, okay, thanks. Yeah. I think that it's okay to acknowledge what's going on for you too. Like I really admire what you're doing, Amy, on your channel, telling people something that I know for a lot of people makes them feel uncomfortable. It makes them feel like, oh, this isn't normal. And you're the beacon of light there.
I haven't experienced that, but in this reality, I haven't experienced an uncomfortable energy. In fact, I have so many people behind the scenes that have come in and have emailed me and confided that they're victims from the same exact thing as me. And it feels very normal right now. And I feel that my biggest hurdle for me, my fear, was just talking about all of these attacks, but realizing that part of that chapter for me is normalizing the conversation. We have to normalize the conversation. We can't have the stigma has to go, because that's the only way we ascend. That's the only way we ascend, is if we talk about the unseen world.
Yes, which is like why I kind of stuck with, even though it didn't make sense to me at the time, keeping my C in ADHD, because that's the brand that was about anti-stigma. And so anybody watching might be like, you're not even talking about ADHD. And I'm like, yeah, but it's all about perspective. And I am an ADHD coach. So it's like, it's about perspective, and whether your brain thinks a different way, or if you're on a different soul path and you have different perspectives, you're a different kind of alien, past life. I mean, whatever the reason is for you to feel like, oh, I have a unique perspective, you do. Every one of us has a unique perspective.
Oh, yeah.
And so this, is part of getting to the conversation of normalizing all of it.
So all of it, because my conversations are just, they're so much more real now, and there's so much, and the topics can go everywhere. And when I have these conversations with these souls, it's normal for them too. So it just normalizes it even more. So it's like nothing, we have to start talking about it. Gigi brought this up after the chat on my channel, but she was like, somebody was saying, why aren't we talking about all the UFOs coming to Earth? Why aren't we talking about it? Why isn't it on the news? Like, this is happening. Like, whether we want to admit it or not, it's freaking real. Like, why are we not talking? It's time to evolve, guys. We're not alone. Like, it's not that weird.
I'm going to say a new question. What makes you feel weird? If you guys want to share with us what makes you feel weird. I always say what makes you weird makes you wealthy. So, go into your weirdness because it makes you abundant, like in friendships and in not just material things and money too, but like it makes you abundant and wealthy in a new understanding. I had a client the other day that went through a really bad experience. She's in nursing school. She went through an experience that was horrific in her opinion. And I was sharing it with someone who is also in the same profession. And that person said, "Oh my gosh, well, she just learned what none of her other classmates learned. She just had a learning opportunity where no one else did." And I thought, see, that's the growth mindset perspective that everyone has to step into now, because your unique perspective, even if you see something bad or good, other people are going to see it the other way, and it doesn't mean anybody's right or wrong.
Well, the thing is that the more we can just admit to the truth and get over our own fear hurdles, which usually is a stigma or feeling crazy or like there's something wrong with you, that's when you can invite in thousands of people just like you, because they're all going through the same thing, but they're suffering in silence. If one of us is going through something, it means that millions are going through it. And so that's really the truth. And how
Yeah, I just
many
got
of us
goosebumps on that. That is the
yeah.
truth.
How many of us sit quietly? The minute that I open up the dialogue about being attacked, okay, in the psychically, energetically, in all forms, black magic, you name it. For those of you guys who are not familiar with me, I have a YouTube channel, and I was reading very highly on political stuff during the Trump era, and I believe I was targeted, and I am still targeted. And the thing is that the minute you start talking about it, somebody else shines a light on it. They give you the information, you get the link. All of a sudden, you find thousands of people going through the exact same experience as you, and the crazy goes away because there is facts and science all around us about it. It's happening to everyone right now. And so talking about the aliens and things, how many people have just started opening up about their alien experiences in the last year? A lot of people, you know?
And I thought it was just me.
It's everywhere on TikTok. I mean, there's so many people that are giving like reports on aliens and the latest, species coming to the planet. I personally, I'm not on TikTok, but somebody will send it over to me. And also, as a YouTube influencer, I do get sent a lot of videos. I do get sent a lot of articles. So my perspective is very different than maybe even some of my audience, because I actually am getting so much information that validates me every time I go on. And so it's a little different for me because I actually get more normalized in my mind. I think, oh yeah, this is happening everywhere, you know?
Yeah. Well, I definitely know, like, I still have the fear of coming out with all my weird stuff, because
And I want you to not do that anymore. Because I love you, Jenny, for your weirdness.
I know. Well, I know. And I mean, the people that, I only get, like you said, I only get positive feedback. We got another question from CJ. Okay. How do you hone your psychic abilities? That's a great, my guide and mentor when I first started saying, like, I wanted to read tarot cards because I know I've always been a little psychic, right? But like, I was like, I want to read tarot cards. And then I found Amy. So go ahead, Amy. Answer that. How do you hone your abilities?
Well, first you have to understand, what they are. And a lot of times I think that's like the hardest, like stumbling block. And I do have a mentorship program that I have that I work with your guides, and then they kind of tell me what your gifts are. So you don't have to figure it out, because a lot of people don't really know. They might know a little bit about what they have, but a lot of they just don't have the clarity yet. Like they'll have like inklings of things. Like I thought that I was only meant to be a psychic dreamer, but that is one of my gifts, but I have many other gifts. And so that was but I had to find them on my own. I didn't have anyone helping me with what that was. But definitely getting the clarity is the first thing. Then you can hone in on them once you understand what that is.
Yeah. And for me, the tarot became a tool because other than that, I didn't have a tool. I just had these, I would just say, knowings and feelings. And I was like, what am I supposed to do with knowings and feelings? When I was younger, it was kind of cool to always be right because, ultimately I would be the one that's like, and I have this in human design, I have this weird code that is the see, I told you so personality trait, which I was like, but at some point you elevate past that, or I did to say, like it's not a party trick. Like it's not something that it's not about being right or wrong, right? Like I just said a minute ago, like there's no really right or wrong. There's perspective, and everything that seems like a polar opposite is actually a circle. And there's two sides of every coin and all this stuff. So I've elevated a little bit past that, but just to say, like, tarot became a tool for me. Thank you to Amy. Thank you. But like, that was my choice of tools. Like, you also help other people to tap into their spirit guides, right? I mean, you just said you have a class on that. So
yeah, I definitely, whatever is meant to come through usually will come through the sessions, because your guides usually want to get through what you're meant to do. I'm going to ask for you right now, Jenny, because I'm being guided, because we've never once asked what your skills were.
I was thinking, you know what, it's funny because I've never asked you. And I want to be mindful here and thank Bronte and Melania also for joining us. If you guys have more comments, you can say what makes you weird. You can ask questions. You can ask away. Any questions that you have.
I'm super curious. Right now, we're going to find out what Jenny's gifts are, because I want to know myself, because we never really chatted about it ever. No. So, God of Angels, what is Jenny's gifts? What are Jenny's gifts in a protected channel to the divine, to the highest realms? What are Jenny's psychic gifts on the earth plane? What are her psychic gifts? Yeah, they're saying like you don't have really this. The psychic gifts are not a part of your path. And that's what I was thinking, because when you incarnated, you weren't one of the star seeds. So the star seeds came like they're coming in more now, like in the younger groups. But there were some indigos in the 80s, and then there's some crystal children that were born in the 70s. But you feel like you're meant to help other people around you to acclimate to what's going on, and you usher in a new beginning by just being you. It doesn't feel like you're supposed to be like a psychic or reading or healing or anything like that,
which makes so much sense, because like I would always say, like, everyone has this path where it's like, oh, I'm going to be a doctor, I'm going to be a whatever, right? And I never had that. I've obviously dove head and, jumped in and done things to try and find a passion. Like, I was in retail for years, and then I went into coaching. Like, I went and got my degree in psychology, and I was like and it's like the intuitive path though feels the most natural for me. And I always just chalked it up to being a Pisces, because I'm very empathetic. And like I said, I have knowings and feelings. I don't know how else to explain that. But so there isn't like this path. There's just being here, holding light.
That's what it feels like. It feels like a beingness of carrying the energy of who you are and where you're from. And then you help others to feel like normalized in some way.
Well, that's why I call myself a light walker. Part light worker, part Jedi Knight.
Yeah, because you're not you're not in the traditional sense any of the other stuff. Like, you're not like meant to do reading, like you're not a reader. I mean, you can obviously pull cards, obviously, and get guidance, but you're just not meant to do any of those things. It feels a little more vibe like for me. It feels like it's your vibe.
Well, that's one of my guides, is a vibration.
Yeah.
And that's kind of crazy. It's not my, grandmother or, like whatever, like from another dimension. Like, no, it's a vibration.
And it's a different vibration too. It's not a vibration of comfort. It's different. It's more.
No, it's not of comfort.
It's an energized like vibration of feeling connected and one and whole and a part of something. Like you're definitely because you're a newer vibration for your era of humans for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I pulled cards, so let's see what you can make of this to see if this. So Temperance, right?
Yeah, that's so you.
And Four of Cups. Like,
okay, that's the
kind
not
of
fitting in part, I think.
it is, right? And then the Tower.
The Tower is part of the rise, I think, of the energies is to move people through.
Shaking it up, man. Shaking it up.
Shaking
Everything's falling apart, and I'm sitting here like, it's all good. We can make emotional choices to feel better.
Higher. Yeah.
We can rise above all of this. Yeah.
Yes. And you're not a healer in the traditional sense. You're healing through your words and through your energy.
Well, thank you, Amy, because that makes so much sense. Because that's when I was thinking, like, when I was trying to, this is one of the things people are always like, well, what are you? What do you do? And I was like, I don't even know how to tell you what I am and what I do. I know that people that work with me love it, and they move forward. And whatever their endeavor is, it's not even one thing. If I had to say there's a overall thing, I'm able to help people make money in their personal endeavors, whatever that is, which is just about becoming confident and abundant and successful, like in that energy. But it's not about, because some people are selling cars and some people are selling other things and other people are personal trainers or some people are nurses, doctors. Like I have different clients. I don't know how to, I don't know what, I don't know.
That's not you. And you embody a different energy, like altogether you're almost like you fill the in-between spaces, almost like that's what your energy feels like.
Yeah, I believe in humanity. And I guess that's why I came. I don't know. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, absolutely. To share your happiness, your joy, your positivity. They are saying you have a new gift, though, coming in, though, through the 4D.
I'm getting an upgrade?
You got upgraded. So it's called Shine a Light is your new gift, which I've never heard of this gift, but I love it. So they're saying that you can use colors as a vibration all together, and you can, if somebody needs healing, you could put the color on their head or on wherever it needs healing, and then it will heal that part of them.
Ooh. That's amazing. I don't even know what to say to that. That's about frequency and chakras. Is that?
It just feels like Technicolor healing. Like,
you just, oh my God. So as an ADHD coach a few years ago, I was doing this other podcast. It was called Technicolor Mindset.
That's because they gave me that name. I was like, Technicolor healing. I've never heard of that before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have.
It feels like you could put a palm out. Like that's like going to be your new hero power when we start ascending. And you could put your palm out and it'll beam out a color energy and then it heals people.
I love that. Well, you know what I did to myself the other day, and I freaked myself out.
What?
So I got up in my heart space and I was trying to do this exercise where you supposedly clear out your third eye in case it needs a cleaning, I guess. I don't know. So I was like, because you know me, I've always been like, I can't see anything. And you're like, well, it's open. I don't know what to tell you. And I'm like, okay. So
your crown chakra is blocked, though, by the way.
Is it? That's not good. So I did this thing, though, with my palm of my hand. I took it and put it right here, and all of a sudden I started shaking.
That's it. That's they were showing you the gift.
It kind of I didn't know if it was I felt good, but I was like, literally I was going like, I almost don't want to do it again because I'm afraid it'll happen again.
Because I said you could take it to somebody's head, and they showed me the palm. That's the gift. They were showing you. We were getting shown.
And then and then when I did it, I was like this.
Yes, Well, it should be like happy being depending on what needs cleaning
It
or
made
healing.
me
It
feel
shouldn't.
good,
I
but I
don't
was
like.
like, that's weird. I mean, that's that's weird. That's weird, isn't it? I mean, okay.
It's not
Wait,
going to
we
be
got
weird because as we were talking about, I think we talked about it. Did we talk about it? I don't know. I had another conversation with Gigi yesterday. We like as we ascend, we will. It will be like we are superheroes as we keep ascending because we're not going to be in the. We're not in the 3D anymore. So we will. We have superpowers as we
I
get
have to
up.
tell everybody right now, you guys have got, oh, hey, Polly. You guys have got to go and check out Amy's Truth Warrior channel if you're not already on it because she
Hi,
just, I
Polly.
mean, I love Gigi. Oh, I gotta be in the next meeting you have with Gigi and also the guy. Well, I'm sorry, what was it? Austin.
Austin.
I mean, it was phenomenal. The two of them, I was like, soul sister here from afar.
I know.
The three of you had the best conversation ever. So I want to we have another. Okay, so CG okay says, "Can you tell me what my gifts are? Curious about my destiny." So she's
CJ.
wondering, CJ okay.
CJ. Okay. All right. We'll see if I can get. It's harder for me to do blind reads, but I'll try. It's not harder. I shouldn't say that. That's a block.
Yeah, and apparently I have some work to do if I'm blocked in my
Your crown chakra, it feels like it has like a lot of. It feels like it has like engineered metal in it or something like that. It's very odd. I don't know why.
Well, I'm gonna heal myself.
You could just.
Yes,
Don't worry.
I will be on that. I will
Got
be
a new
on that.
gift.
Yes, I will be clearing that out when we get off this call.
Let's see. So, what are we asking for, CJ?
What are her gifts? She's curious, like you were saying about how
her
mine.
gifts.
You were saying what mine isn't. You're like you're not psychic tarot read. That's not your path, and it's more about vibration and a light holder. And I was saying that's why I call myself a light walker. Is I just walk in the light. Everyone I work with, and in my personal life too. It's an energy. I'm holding space. I'm holding an energy that is not the people around me are holding the same energy. So I bring something special to the table. But I didn't know that's why that's a gift. Like I never saw it as a gift. So that's interesting. So CJ wants to know
Okay.
what's their gift.
CJ, so God of Angels, what is CJ's gifts? What are CJ's gifts? What are CJ's gifts?
And by the way, so you guys know, Amy is a paid psychic. So you can go to her channel and you can go to her website and actually hire her, as I have in the past, for readings and for mentorship and for her groups. And actually, I'm on your Patreon. You have a Patreon. You have so many good ways to connect with people. So
Thank you. Thanks so much for the shout out. So, I'm getting that CJ is blocked and is not tapping into anything at the moment currently. But there is like a shift there is something coming in on the horizon. Where she's going to be coming more into her intuition more. They're saying she's like a hybrid species. So she could be like a star seed or something. They're saying she's from a water planet. And she holds space for other. Probably. Yeah, that's what it feels like. And she's like, I think my daughter's from that planet. And yeah, I'm getting chills on that. So I'm hearing she's meant to hold space for others, very similar to Jenny.
bye, Kathy.
Yeah. But
Kathy was thanking us. Thanks for coming, Kathy. See you next time.
So it feels like the blocks are it's to heal her to get to where she's supposed to be, like to that energy. But I keep seeing like the tubs, like on this planet, like they have like it's like water things that they play in and things like that. And that's the energy that she's moving into, is like this lighter energy. She has this lighter energy that's coming in with her intuition and being more at peace is what it feels like. Yeah.
So like how you just came in with the beach, beach vibes?
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like she's meant to be like a plate, like she holds a place for people to just laugh and have joy and to just be. And by her, she just brings an energy to the table that's very healing in all regards.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that maybe CJ you could do is to kind of try to, and I don't suggest obsessing on this or making it like a full-time mission, but kind of ask yourself what's stopping, like what is the block? Like what's stopping you from having X, right? Like if you think about what you want and then say, well, I don't have that because, right? And
Because it feels like it's
whatever that
work.
answer is, that's the block.
Yeah, it feels work related, and she also is coming out of a 10 of swords, so it feels like it's a lot of like heavy stuff that she's coming out of right now, going into the new earth energies.
She's along for the ride in the new earth, so she's got the chariot.
Yeah, she's yeah. So it's like she's right on the cusp of this release. It feels like a great release, and then that's the blocks. And when she releases that, she's gonna come into more of her peaceful state, and that's her gift, is the peacefulness within herself.
I think from what I've been learning is that the things are really going to fall apart soon if they haven't
Yes, I've been
already.
feeling that for sure. Yeah.
Things are going to actually get. I hated to hear this, but I really feel like it's true. That for a lot of people, things are going to, and for us as a collective, it's going to seem like things are getting way, way worse. And the thing I was shouting at the meeting that you had that I didn't attend, as I'm shouting it to the computer because I'm watching it and I'm like, yeah, because I don't know if you remember this, but remember, I don't know, last year sometime when I was freaking out about some negativity and the false matrix and all these things, right? And I found there was somebody that mentioned November 23rd. I'm curious if you have any energy around the November 23rd. Oh, CJ OK says, wow. Thanks, Truth. Thanks, Truth Warrior.
Yeah, sometimes we just don't have to define what we're supposed to do, because some of us are just not meant to be part of the definition. That's part of the new earth energy, is we signed up to not define ourselves, or a lot of people did sign up to not define themselves and to be in flow and to be in just beautiful light energies. And so my daughter's from your same planet. When I looked up her chart is pretty much lined up for her to be very lazy. Okay, there's nothing in her chart.
She'll meet my son and they'll do it together. They'll just be lazy together.
And I was laughing about it. I was telling her dad, I said, if you ever think like, that she's meant to do anything super extreme or really well, or be moving mountains, that's just not her part of her path at all. Like every single thing she has in her chart is just like it's like there are a lot of flaky energies, a lot of free flowing, non-committal in every aspect. There is nothing in her work or anything that is about dedication or hard work. And I said, if I were coming back here again, I'd probably choose her chart.
But I do think you're right. That's because the new earth energy is about being. It's not about doing.
Being. Yeah.
We've been in doing mode forever. This action-oriented doingness. Now, that's not to say that we won't be doing, but the emphasis will now be on who are you being. And when you learn, like one of the things I'm really into right now is the heart coherence. Like when you really learn how to tap into creation mechanics and learn how to manifest that way, that you are just by just being, you're having the experiences you want. You don't have to do and accomplish the stuff anymore to get what you want. You have to be who you are to get what you want. Kind of.
There's no work to be who you are, but we were conditioned to feel that we had to prove ourselves in this society to make our way, up a ladder. But if you think about all of that, and I think so many people who are retiring now are realizing, what was it all for? It was just a waste of energy and time. It was just something that we bought into. None of it actually equates to anything. So in actuality, when you are coming in with a chart to just be lazy and be yourself, that is a gift. That is a true gift. You don't have to prove yourself. And that's New Earth energy. You don't have to prove yourself to do anything. We don't need any of the stuff that we pretend we need here to do all the things we do. We don't need any of it.
Well, and I'll say, like, as someone who is not easy to define, like, I do really well.
Yeah.
So, like, it's okay. You can be super, like, successful, like, having this beautiful dream life, by just being you. Like, that is absolutely, it's not like everybody's going to be grubworms and desperate. No, it's just that as we break away from this old paradigm, trusting that is going to be new for people. It's going to be a little scary for people.
Well, New Earth could look so different. Like, it's like, obviously we're not there right now, but we're moving into a place where we have superpowers as humans. That's a big deal. And so we're not going to we're not going to need doctors anymore. We're not going to need, there's a lot of things. We're going to be able to remember our past life. We're going to remember, we have all these new gifts coming in. How we do things is going to be completely different. We be flatlining half of the professions, and most of the stuff we do on the planet hurts the earth, and that has to go away. And so,
yeah,
I don't know, like it, and the job ideas feel very outdated in a sense, because like nobody wants to go into the offices anymore. Well, that cuts back on cars and gasoline, and then eventually cars are not really a thing, and people just want to ride bikes everywhere. And then all of a sudden, I don't know, it could change completely, where just everything flatlines out to just be chill.
Well, the more you lighten up, also, I do think that, I don't think this is happening anytime.
Not anytime soon, no. But this is kind
of the next decade or anything.
It feels like.
Yeah, I feel like what we're going to start being more telepathic, and we're also going to start to be able to travel over distances by thought alone, kind of how we started.
Yes.
When souls hit Earth, it used to be like that. We don't have any memory of that, but like I do believe that. There's some books by Ruth Montgomery that I would recommend if you're into that kind of thing. The World Before, something like that, and it's a series, and she talks about before like when souls were first starting to inhabit the planet, and before we took on like all the biology. I think we're getting back to that as we ascend. Like that's the ascension process.
It goes backwards now. We go back to the indigenous species that were here when we were first, I guess, inhabited the planet. It's like you go almost like back a little bit.
It's so interesting. And, for people that are on Facebook, I just realized we're not seeing your comments, but feel free to leave comments. And I will bring them into the next time that Amy comes on, because, the more conversations we have around this, then we can help each other.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting right now. It is just important for us to keep releasing, like the card I started off with, Unbound, and just releasing the soul patterns and the contracts from the past lives. It's a really big one, especially if there was any type of anything that you engaged in past lives or signed any contracts with the dark. That has to be cleared as well. So like those contracts have to be cleared. Whether you were conscious of it or unconscious, we're going back that far that we have to clear every contract out there.
Reclaim your energy.
Reclaiming your energy. That's it, right? Reclaiming your power.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And your destiny. So nothing can come in the way of that anymore either. There's no more interferences then.
Yes. But, I would also say in a practical way to help you, is that just to indulge yourself in self-love. Like just love yourself more than what feels normal.
And being, like they're saying right now to follow our happiness. So whatever that is, like I've been drawn to very light things again. They're drawing me back to like design, like home design and like makeup. And that was something I was really into several years back. And my whole life I was doing design, but it's like doing it in a new way, almost like in a new way that's more aligned to the new earth, and like highlighting brands that are, you know, small brands and what they stand for and what they put into their products, and you know, really showcasing things in a different way, being more eco-conscious with our shopping and minimalist, you know,
That's so
thinking.
great. I mean, it's so funny because I just had this like epiphany today. Today, that one of the things that always brought me joy, and I know this is going to sound really like old energy, but like I love marketing. I
Yeah,
I
I'm into that
love
too. I mean, I did a lot
I
of
love
brand
marketing.
marketing and
It
marketing
comes from my
in
cheerleader.
corporate.
It's like a cheerleader energy of mine, right? I
Yeah.
love, and it's the same as coaching. To me, it's very similar. It's like when you really are highlighting people's good stuff and supporting their goods and letting them, because people don't do a good job of selling themselves, really. We've been taught not to. People have actually been taught that being humble is more important than anything. And if you think about the energy of humility is putting out energetically that you have something to be ashamed of. And so then you're living in a shame vibe, which is extremely low. And
Yeah.
you think, oh, but I'm being humble. And it's like, no, energetically, you're in shame. And so what you're getting is that you're attracting to you things that make you feel even like more situations to feel more humble, more shame. Like it works, it's a little counterintuitive, you know? So that's why I say to go back to self love and really work on that. You deserve all the things that you think you, I mean, if I want to go put my, you know, because I love the creative stuff about market, like I love Canva, I love creating things, then do it. It doesn't matter that I'm not a marketer. It doesn't matter that I'm not a psychic. I can have this kind of
Yeah,
conversation. It doesn't matter that
absolutely.
I'm not whatever.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm not a makeup artist, but I love makeup and I don't do it perfectly either, but I love
I can't wait to see your makeup videos.
I did. I just posted them. They're on my Amy Elizabeth channel. I mean, I have like 200 followers, but I love
That's
it.
fantastic. You
Yeah.
know, I don't even have 200 followers yet on my YouTube. So guys, go over to my YouTube. It's called
Follow
Spiritual-ish,
Spiritualish.
and hit the subscribe button, please. I think I have 5 more people before I hit 100. I'm so excited.
Woohoo! It is a big deal though when you're starting something you love and then you're inching your way. I really loved everything I put out on that channel, but yeah, it just didn't go the way that I obviously it just didn't hit the way I wanted it. But it doesn't mean we abandon it because we only have a small viewership either. That's something that we have to readjust. We have to just do what we
Do you remember
love.
your Happy Peach Tarot? Do you remember Happy Peach? You did the pick a card readings?
Yeah.
I loved those. I was so sad when you stopped doing them.
I was
I
thinking
was so
about going
sad.
back to them too.
I love them. Even if you just do it on your own channel once in a while, I would love. They're so great. They were so great. You have charms, and then I
Yeah.
was like so inspired. I went and bought myself some charms, and I was like, and then you stopped doing it, and I was like, oh, this is a bummer. I'm
Yeah,
sorry
I
if you hear that banging. Ignore
that is
that.
definitely more of the new earth kind of energy though. It is that lighter vibrational energy. I love
Yeah,
it. It feels super
I
happy.
know.
Yeah.
I know. Well, see, I could talk to you all day, but we will let it go because we will just do this again. Do you have any last parting messages for any, the group that came to visit us?
Just
Thank
thank
you,
you for
Linda, for
coming
coming.
and keep releasing anything, any burdens, anything
Jessica,
that's
Kathy,
bothering you, release.
Polly. Yes, say that again. It went really fast. Say it again.
Oh, just keep releasing anything that is bothering you or anything that is coming up, any fears, anything that is blocks to your happiness. Keep releasing those out right now.
Yes. Yes. Release.
We need
And
you to do that. That's my prayer for the collective right now.
Yes, release all negative and low energies. And think about, am I actually in a low energy and I didn't even realize it? Like with that humility thing, like maybe you don't even realize it. So start to think about if you're being a certain way that's not love and joy, where are you? And try to let those things go and get up to being an acceptance and love and joy.
But the block's a big one I'm getting right now. The fears of how to make money. That's the biggest block to your happiness. And that is part of the illusion.
Yeah, that's all an illusion. All the money comes to you when you are just not really focused on the money. And I know that sounds like an Oprah thing from 20, 40 years ago. But like seriously, when you just think about the joy, all your needs are met. All your needs are met and more. More abundance comes to you by matching up what you want with your heart. And I think, Amy, that's what you said, your passions, right? Like focus on that. And if you think you don't have any passion, then live in the moment. Like this week, I was like, I feel like making a charcuterie, what do they call it? Charcuterie
platter? Yeah.
Yes, and I did. And I was so loving it. And that's like just a creative expression in the moment. We ate the food and it was done.
It is. I love making them.
I never made one before. I never felt like making one before.
It makes you feel fancy. Like in the middle of the day, I'll do it for my kids and I'll just throw everything on there. And then it makes you feel like you're at some, like I feel like I'm in Paris or something for me personally.
Well, and that's the energy that is available to you. And that's not needing $1 million in the bank or any of these other things. So I just want to make sure before we go, look like, did we have anybody else say something? I think people were just, oh, wait, let me just look. Nope, that was it. Okay, good. Well, guys, if you would also react, I guess the show, when we do reactions, they like that. So I see a bunch of clapping hands. Thank you, and thumbs up. Thank you so much. Oh, that's wonderful. I like this fireside. See, I just like having conversations.
I think it's like just like cool, like laid back, like place. Yeah, I like it.
And you should do this for your conversations.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll send you the link again because all you do is sign up and you can do this and have I will be in the audience and asking to come up all the time. I love your conversations.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know you do angel tear stuff and all that. I'm not saying to take away from that, but you could do little 10-minute these conversations and they also simulcast over to your YouTube.
That is so wild.
So you can make shorts, like you could do all kinds of things. Yeah, see, look at me marketing.
Look at Jenny here.
Go, Amy.
Everybody needs a Jenny.
Yeah, thank you. I probably should have been in this light the whole time. I didn't realize how much more light was over here.
That's like glam lighting all of a sudden.
It's my window. It's my window. Look what's going on outside. Do you see that?
You have a dumpster in your street.
It's in my driveway. We're redoing the house. So like I said, it's amazing what happens when you are just being you. So anyway. All right. Well, on that note, I love you all. And thank you so much, Amy. Big hugs. I will talk to you soon.
Okay. Big hugs. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I mean, this is your series with me, Psychic Chat. There's no one else coming on Psychic Chat except for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Bye, guys.
All right. Bye, everybody.